Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer on McQueen Cloud Advisory and our entire approach to operational modernization. We're going to jump right in and walk through the core of what we do. Look, if you're an agency partner, an enterprise client, or just a peer in the industry, our mission here is incredibly straightforward. We help organizations solve really complex operational problems, and this is absolutely crucial, without ever losing the business context. We're essentially building a bridge between what the business actually needs and what's technically realistic.
So, have a process that just doesn't scale anymore? Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is a shared challenge we see literally all the time with our partners. You, or maybe your clients, just hit a wall. Requirements get totally murky, data is completely fragmented across a dozen different systems, and the processes, well, they've mutated over the years into this incredibly fragile web of manual workarounds. The technology to fix it is absolutely out there, for sure. But the path forward is usually buried under years of operational debt.
And hey, that is exactly where we step in. We operate right at that intersection of business processes, analytics, automation, and cloud technology. You see, our role isn't just to write code. Actually, scratch that. It's really about translating those messy, complex enterprise environments into practical, maintainable designs. We build solutions that genuinely improve the day-to-day work, things that can be clearly explained to your stakeholders, and, maybe most importantly, systems that can actually be supported long after the initial implementation. So how do we actually pull that off? We do it by focusing on 4 core capabilities. Instead of just, throwing more tools at a problem, we start by modernizing analytics and BI. We want to create reporting that's actually ready for real decision-making. From there, we automate workflows to bridge those disconnected systems, design proportionate Google Cloud architecture to back it all up, and finally, we build AI-enabled knowledge workflows to seriously accelerate research. All of this, of course, while maintaining strict human review. Let's talk about the tangible impact of that approach, because it's a real game changer. Just take the number 30. 30 manual hours. That's exactly what we eliminated every single month for an enterprise client's financial reconciliation process. To put that into perspective, that's almost an entire work week given back to their team every month. We absolutely anchor our partnerships in concrete ROI. It's really not about empty corporate buzzwords. It's about giving our clients measurable time and reliability right back into their hands. And a big part of how we do that is our architectural flexibility across different environments. For example, with that financial reconciliation process, we utilize the Azure ecosystem, things like Synapse, Python, and serverless SQL, to build a completely repeatable pipeline. But then, on the flip side, for our consultation intelligence workflow, we leveraged Google Cloud, Cloud Run, Vertex AI, and Workspace to generate highly tailored client preparation briefs in literally minutes. The main takeaway here is that the architecture always serves the outcome. Which brings us to our guiding philosophy. It's incredibly simple, but so powerful. We start with the operating problem. A tool is not a strategy. This right here is our collaborative promise to you as industry peers. We are never going to push technology just for technology's sake. No way. We prioritize useful, maintainable delivery over these impressive but completely unsustainable platforms. Yes, we automate to reduce unnecessary busy work, but we will never hide the exceptions, the controls, or the human decisions that actually matter. Now, to turn those principles into reality, we follow a very deliberate 4-phase engagement approach. Step 1, we begin by deeply understanding the operating problem and your specific constraints. Step 2, we design the absolute smallest credible architecture necessary to fix it. Step 3, we demonstrate real value by building a working prototype. And finally, step 4, we operationalize it. We add the documentation and deployment practices you actually need to sustain it long term. Basically, we move you and your clients safely from uncertainty directly to a working, supportable solution. We really want to collaborate with you on this. So if you have a process that just no longer scales, or maybe a client who's struggling with fragmented data, go ahead and take our 10-minute operational modernization readiness assessment. You can find it directly through the Google Partner Hub. It evaluates your constraints and actually delivers a prioritized 90-day roadmap based on your specific situation. Let's work together to identify what should be simplified, automated, or rebuilt, and turn all that data into real, measurable impact. Thanks so much for walking through this explainer with me today. I'm going to leave you with one final thought to mull over. Are your current internal processes actively building your future, or are they just barely maintaining your past?